Does that help? Does that help? Ooh, I'm waiting to see. Yes? Okay, good. Yay, amazing. Okay, beautiful. Hello, everybody. I'm looking a little tan today. I accidentally sat in the sun too long. I was working outside, and then when I went inside, I realized how red I was. So that's okay though. Color's good. All right. I hope you are all doing good. We are in such an amazing time right now, such a precipice, a pivotal, such a pivotal shift happening and coming up the next through December and January. But I wanted to come on today. I'm going to be doing a video for December, but I think what I'm going to be doing is in December is I'm going to be doing the video for what's coming in 2026, because my 2025 video that I did for the year was right on target. Everything that Spirit brought through with the songs they gave me and everything was about balance, that we were to come into balance through the year of 2025. And if you watched my 2025 video, it was live. I did it live here on YouTube. It was like a 2-hour video, but it was all about coming into balance. It was about the cleansing, internally of yourself, the purging and the releasing of so many things that are not truly connected to your true essence of who you are as a soul. And so through the whole year, everybody's been going through all kinds of stuff, releasing things, moving around, letting people go, purging inside the physical body, having to face some health issues, things like that. And it's a way for us to purify, to come deeper and closer to who we truly are with the Christed essence, which is the crystalline self, the Christ self within us. It's in our DNA. It's in your cell memories. It's who you are. It's the balance of the two, the feminine and masculine Christ within you as a human on this planet. And that's who you're to portray yourself as these beautiful beings of light, and spirit having this beautiful experience in the human form. So with that said, the whole reason I had the Mary Magdalene thing for the title is because I promised that when these came out, it was 5 years ago, 5.5, almost 6 years ago, she downloaded these declarations to me. And I have that deep understanding that Magdalene is within us. Yeshua, it's the Christ energy, the feminine and masculine balance that is within us. It just has to be awakened. It just has to come online. And I've been talking about this, and for people that have worked with me in the background or come to events know that this is the thing that I can help to initiate and activate within people, is for them to remember this. And once you know that, your life starts to change because you don't make yourself small anymore. So anyways, she had given me on a weekend when I went into full seclusion, no technology, nothing, disconnected from everything, everyone, all these downloads of these cards. And it took 5.5 years to actually bring them into form. And so here they are. So I want to, because I promised when they came out that I would do a video with them. I pull some cards for some of you. I want to explain how to use them because they're different than other cards. And there's a lot of people out there. I want to touch on something because people are asking and talking about how these tools that we are given, and some people are saying that they're negative. It depends on how you use them. I don't feel like certain things can tell your future. You already have your blueprint, your alignment that you're born with. But these are like such amazing messages that came through, that when I actually pull them at the end of sessions, I pull one card and it literally summed up the entire session and activates that person that was in that session. So it was so amazing. So amazing. Anyways, this is what the deck looks like. That's Mary Magdalene's color, the ruby ray, and there they are. The design, I created the design with the rose behind it, and then we have the cosmic rose, and then this part here was actually a painting that this beautiful woman, Mary Angelico, did for me, and she is on the back of here. Her information's in the book. It comes with the booklet. The booklet is simple. The booklet does not explain every card, because here's the reason why. Mary said that each card is going to mean something different every time you use them, and for each person. It depends on what you're going through in your situation. So these are going to be applicable all the time to different things in different situations, on where you're going in your process. They've been very powerful. I actually had to go and like read them over and over because they're very archaic in the writing, and I was at first like trying to understand them, and she said, don't try that way, Keleena, just as you know, drop in your heart and feel the message, and it was so true. So anyways, for those of you that have them, thank you for getting them. The only place I was able to put them after research, my dear sister Claire that helped, she was the editor, Claire Lewis, she the only way we could found for me to distribute these was Amazon. I know a lot of people have issues with Amazon, but I don't have a home. I'm living in Airbnbs right now. I don't have an office place. I don't have a storage place to put these things and ship them. So that is how they're available to everyone. And I understand if you don't like it, because there are those out there that don't like it, but I'm going above and beyond with the frequency. The other thing I want to say is they've been activated and blessed. I have done that. And there are people that said all they had to do is touch the box or open the box, and they started like shaking and like from the inside started vibrating. And that's exactly what they're supposed to do. And I'm so excited. So this is what they look like. The design was simple and pure, and that's what she wanted. And this is when Venus rotates around the Earth. It's a 5-year. I think it's 5 years, or is it 8 years? I think it's 8 years, and like 5 rotations, it starts to create. And if you go on YouTube and you find the creation of it, it makes the cosmic rose, but it's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna pull, or first I'm gonna do is pull a card for today for everyone. And I'm looking down because I have it on my phone too, because trying to see. I didn't let anybody know I was coming on. I just kind of was like, yep, it's the day. We're gonna do this. So know that, the Christ consciousness is in everyone. It is a consciousness, and it's been portrayed through so many different humans on the planet that have come in to help to teach everyone and to empower you that this energy is within you. It's that crystalline essence. And when you are Christed, it means that you are enlightened. It means that you are awakened. That's what that means. And I've been teaching this for years. So it is nothing new. And I know there's other teachers and way showers that know this as well. Okay, so here is the first one. Number 31. Our truth is that which dwells in our hearts and not our heads. This is a big thing I teach. Oh no, my camera just doesn't pick up. Doesn't pick it up. So there we go. You have to be at the right. Our truth is that which dwells in our hearts, not our heads. Take this to that level. Take this to that perspective. When we are always in our heads, we're in that thinking. When we are always in that space and place, when we're in the false identity ego, and if you haven't followed me for years, you won't know that. My guides teach that outside of us is the false identity ego that we have created through the programming. And the programming of now who we think we are, but that is what everyone has to go through in their realization and their understanding and their awakening, that that programmed you is not really you. It's part of who you've created yourself to be through everyone else telling you who you're supposed to be. But that's when people wake up and go, who am I? Why am I doing this? I don't like this. What is this? And you start going the deep dive within to find the authentic self. And when you do that, that's when you realize, and that's when you start to come to that conclusion that, you know, all that thinking you're doing in your head and analyzing and falling back into the trap of what we've been told is supposed to be on this planet is not our truth. And that's why we have to dive into our sacred hearts. We align and dive in our sacred hearts. And when you align and dive in, and this is something I teach all the time, and I'll do it right now with all of you, just take a breath and say out loud, I now align, and drop into my divine sacred heart. All right, I'm feeling you. I'm a super sensitive, hypersensitive empath. I feel you when you do it. So your sacred heart expands and your body starts to expand. You start to ignite. But also you're aligning through your divine mind, which is the masculine. So you have that masculine Christ essence through here. It drops down to the divine feminine. It activates you as the Christ child, the child of God, whatever you want to refer to it as. Everybody has their own different names. So your truth is that which dwells within your heart, not your head. And one of the things that I am teaching with this Christed essence is that we as the children of God, as Christ children, are here to speak our truth. We are to be in our truth. We are to artistically express our truth. And when we are not, we can never be in peace in our heart. And that's what she's meaning by this card. This is what she wants you to understand. Go back and think about a time when you couldn't speak your truth to someone, or you chose not to, so you shut down your throat chakra. Did that bring peace to you? Were you able to live in peace with yourself? Or do you feel like you're always having to hide part of you from either certain people or situations? These are so powerful. They're simple, they're powerful, but like I said, I had to sit there and read them over a few times when she first downloaded them to me in 2020, in May of 2020. So that's the first one. All right. And for those of you that celebrate the holidays, I call them the holy days. Many blessings. It's a time of the year for gratitude for everyone and everything, especially our Mother Earth, because she gives us what we need on a daily basis. Okay, hold on. Spirit just stopped me and asked me to pull the next one. Here we go. 42. To live in compassion is to free oneself of the judgment of the false ego mind. I just talked about the false ego identity. So I'm going to say it again. To live in compassion is to free oneself of the judgment of the false ego mind. So remember that false ego identity is brought up under judgment, under scrutiny. You're told who you're supposed to be, and then you start judging yourself, and people get trapped in the judgment of the self, and then you start judging others and everything outside of you. And if we are truly aligned with who we are and living in our hearts, there is no judgment. There's discernment we use for making choices, but judgment is a totally different thing. There's a little animal outside. I think it's a bunny rabbit. I always get distracted when the animals come. So I'm going to show you this to live in compassion. And living in compassion comes from here as well. Think of Mary Magdalene. Think of Kuan Yin. Think of Mother Mary. They're all connected in this. There's so much written about Mary Magdalene. It was such big lies about her. It's not the truth. And she downloaded and showed me all this stuff. I've been writing stuff with her for years. I don't have it out in public yet. But the lies and the scrutiny of those, especially that patriarchy energy that wanted to discriminate women, to demoralize women, because women are so powerful and we can birth and bring spirit into life. That's a very big gift. And to have gone through what she went through and what all women have gone through in these lifetimes of being told you're not good enough or that you're not equal to a man and stuff. And this isn't everyone. I'm not saying this is everyone, but this is just the whole thing. That's the program of the entrapment of it. When you understand that you are that energy, that essence of Christ, the masculine and feminine Christ within you in balance. This is what all last year was about. If you watch the 2025 video, it's about coming back into balance with yourself. It's about releasing the things that are not true to you. It's about releasing those things that you need to purify. They go all the way to the depths of your inner being and your physical body that make you sick. So let me see if I can get this up there. There you go. They're beautiful messages. And I know there's been people who've been like, I didn't understand this one. So that's why I'm on here doing it. But when you take it into seeing it from a higher perspective, the message, the archaic language for me sometimes is like, what? But it's very, they're activating. They activate you. And I know when Claire was helping me with them, as the editor, she was helping put them together and stuff. She was like, I really, after a few times, same thing, is like, they have really deep meaning every time. And they do, because what they're created for is to awaken you to the cell memory. And that's absolutely amazing. I'm going to poll for some of you soon. So hello, Texas. Hello, Connecticut. I see you guys are from all over. Hello, Florida. Please go ahead and put where you're listening from down there. And that way you can meet people of like mind. I'm looking down because I have my phone down here. I don't have anywhere else to put it. St. Lucia. Wow, amazing. Valencia, Spain. Hello. Mariana Krosno Sudakura Yama Ana Anaki. Okay, the light language is going to come. Hello, Ohio. Let's see, where else are we coming in from? We're all over. Germany, hello. New Jersey, hello. Wilmington, North Carolina, hello. Hello from the Netherlands there, hello. Hello, Hungary. I'm part Hungarian. I am Hungarian, Slovenian, and Sicilian. Hello, Australia. Hello, California. Hello, Philly. All right. Hello, Cincinnati and Redmond. Amazing. Oh, we've got a lot of Australia on. Hello, Canada. Amazing. We've got a lot coming up for this coming year. And also, I've been really downloading information on the fascia and the, I'm going to release some information on fascia. I'm still working on my book because so much more information keeps coming in, but the fascia and the body and how it's quantum and it's connected to our light body, and so much has been coming in. So I will be releasing that and writing soon. If you're not on I'm not on Patreon anymore, just so everybody knows. I no longer have Patreon. I have my own Cosmic Academy, which is private, and there's a free level there. If you can't afford to be a paid member, and I understand all of that, so there's a level that's a community level that is free, that you can come in there and I post things and stuff in there. Also, my Facebook was taken down, and my Instagram, if you haven't seen the post on here. the Facebook gave me no reason, and because they were connected, they wouldn't open my Instagram back up. I wanted to keep my Instagram, but then I went and found, I want to let all of you know this in case you go through this. I went into my spam with the email that was connected to the Facebook, and I saw that they had gone in and changed my Facebook without my permission. And they were saying, found all these emails from, I guess, a couple months ago, and saying that I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to comply with this, that, that. And I'm like, what is this? I started that a long time ago. And I'm like, what is all this stuff? And yeah, so I'm not in your compliance thing. I'm not playing your games. So I just was like, I'm not going to restart Facebook. And it was years of content and information and a way to connect with everybody. I had like 13,000 followers, but you know what? I'm not going to waste my energy on there because it just didn't feel right. So I had to start a whole new Instagram. So it is, it's in the, what do you call that thing on here? The bio where you click it. You can find it on here on the header. But it's Keleena _ Cosmic Whisperer. So my last name is not on the new Instagram, just so you know. So I have to start with all new content, which for me, I actually wasn't angry. And for me, it was no tower moment or anything because I was going to leave Facebook anyway. But I want to let you know that it did happen, and don't be surprised if it happens to you, because I also found out it is happening to others. So, you know, the whole digital, what they're trying to do, that's not my thing, and I'm not going to play that game. Okay, so here's the next one. After this one, I'm going to go ahead and start, and I'm going to see who is going to want a card. Hello, Southern California. Houston, Buffalo, hello. Chicago, hello, hello. We got a lot of people coming in. Okay. All right, so this next one is number 9. We generate our vibration within our heart center to share with the world as one. Isn't that beautiful? We generate our heart vibration within our heart center. So as I had everyone do earlier, when you align and drop in your sacred heart, you feel that sacred heart expand. Those of you that feel energy, if you don't feel energy, just know it's still happening. But you expand and you start to vibrate. Everybody has their own soul essence, their own vibration. And as you expand that, you feel it. And when you're doing that, you're sharing your love with everyone. And remember that we are all connected as one. So when we are doing this, you're sharing with the world as one, because we are one. So you're sharing that love that you have within you. There you go. And I don't talk like this, so that's when people are gonna be like, Keleena, these are so different than the things say, because they were downloaded and they came through. I've been telepathic since a little girl, so I've received it. I received it all through telepathy on hearing. I hear every day. My guides, beings, masters, they all talk, and they talk to me from the time I get up until I go to sleep, and sometimes even in the middle of the night. So. Okay, mayanama taku ana ala aki mushututu. All right, so I'm going to okay. I need to check something really quick and make sure that I don't have my equipment on right now. I hope you're all doing good. I know it's been a rough year for some, but it's actually an amazing year of releasing that which doesn't serve. I know I've said that in I think every video this month. Okay, let me check something here. Yep, there we go. I'll have to pop back and forth here. Oops. There we go. Okay, the sun is going down. I'm actually in Arizona right now. All right, so if you want a card, go ahead and let me know. Okay, I'm popping this up? I'm gonna switch this on my, gonna put these back in, and we'll see what comes up for you. Aw, thank you. Thank you for that. You know, I know a lot of people have given me money on YouTube and I don't even know. I know I have to set up how you get it. I'm probably gonna switch that thing off because I don't know how to work it. But thank you for that. Let's see who this is that gave the donation. Let me see. I'm gonna pull a card for you. I don't know how to work this. I'm so like, duh. Awakening something. Let me see if I can see your, I don't know how to see your, let me see if I can see it on here. Oh, here we go. Awakening Earth's music. Okay. Awakenings, thank you so much for that donation. That's so nice of you. I'm going to actually pull a card for you. You don't have to give donations if you want a card. That was extremely nice. I am actually in the middle of very high bills because I haven't had a home since July. So popping all around, living somewhere is just, thank God I have a credit card. That's all I have to say. All right. Well, you just got the card I actually just read. That's amazing. Awakening Earth's music. I'm going to pull you two because we're going to see. Whoop, there it goes. Sometimes they fly. You've got two. So you actually got the one. We generate our vibration within our heart center to share with the world as one. So that is your first card. And like I said, I actually had that one for everyone. Let me go here so I can see. There we go. So you have this one. That's amazing. It flew literally back out of the deck. So you've got that one, but you've got a second one. Oh, you got number 44. It's the number of the angels. 444 is the angels and 44 is the angels. 4 is also the number of new foundations, which is amazing. So you've got the number of new foundations twice, and it also activates the number 8, which number 8 is the Christ essence. So look at that. It says, for thou that fear, I love this one. For thou that fear Mary Magdalene the Christ, fear the true powers of the divine feminine and thy sacred heart. Does that give you chills? I got goddess bumps with that. So I've goddess bumps. I don't know if you can see them. Because they're such powerful messages. This is powerful because remember, Mary Magdalene is within everyone, and this is what I've been teaching. It's all written in the book too that comes with it. I wrote about it. There's more that's coming. And remember, even if you're a man on the planet right now, you've been a woman. This is part of the DNA. This is part of your Christed essence. It doesn't matter if you're man or woman, because what Mary Magdalene and Yeshua represented is the feminine and masculine Christ energy, that essence that makes up all of us. And it lets you know that nobody's better than you. We're all here in equality, and we're all here to balance this. And this is also what makes you like androgynous. This, I said in my last video, is that when I was channeling, the guides channeled through that, how I was androgynous. And what that means, what the true meaning of androgyny is that you are balanced in your feminine and masculine Christ and that energy within you. So that's what that means. So like you're not, when you've gone through your process, you're not running out looking for somebody to be that part of you that's missing. When you are completely balanced, and remember what I said, that's what 2025 was about, and you're in that balance, and you're in your heart, and you're in love, you don't seek stuff from outside yourself because it's all within you. And that's what I've been teaching for so many years. And I'm so glad that so many of you have gotten it and you're doing it on your own now, because this is powerful. So I read this one more time. For thou that fear Mary Magdalene the Christ, fear the true powers of the divine feminine and thy sacred heart. Because the sacred heart, as I've always been teaching, as I've been shown by my guides, and the feminine, I have that feminine Mother Christ energy that is part of my essence. The sacred heart is the divine feminine. The sacred mind is the divine masculine. And the two have to come in alignment together. And with that, it ignites the Christed child as you as the human on the earth, and it ignites your sacred voice. So there you go. Awakening Earth's music. Those are yours. Bam. All right. Beautiful. They've got us bumps again. Okay. Oh, somebody else gave a donation. Thank you. That's very nice. I don't, like I said, you don't have to give a donation. Let's see. Barnowberry Batsbuck, 1471. And I may be reading your name wrong. Thank you for the donation. I'm going to go ahead and pull you a card. All right. All right. For Barnowberry, I'm calling it in just for you. All right, I'm being stopped. Number 23 for you. Thou shalt not. Okay, listen very carefully. I want you to close your eyes and listen with your heart. Thou shalt not know thy divine self when thou let thyself be detained in the false perception of materialism. So that is a profound card, because that's what happened to the earth. Humanity fell into materialism. And so this is so like on point. You will not know your divine self when you've fallen and detained, when you have detained yourself in that false perception of materialism, right? Look at how Yeshua and Mary Magdalene and St. Clare and St. Francis, they walked away from families that had money. Their families had money. They walked away from it to do their service work. They still had access to it. Mary Magdalene and Yeshua still had access to it. That helped them to do their work on the earth. But they didn't live in greed, if that makes sense. So they still, from everything that I was shown, is that they still were able to do what they needed to do, but they didn't dwell in materialism. They lived simplified. And that's one of the things I used to teach all the time too, is the simplicity, because every time I've had to move, and even with my divorce years ago, my guides were like, leave everything behind. You know, you're going to be living very simple. And I had a little apartment with a blow-up mattress and just my personal clothing, crystals, my table that I do healing work on for people. It was so simple. So every time I've had to move, they're like, leave everything behind. And I'm always like, oh. And I do, I donate it or I give it away. And so it's exactly the same thing, because we should not be attached to our material things. So for you, Barnowberry Batsbach, 1471, I look at your name going, wait. That is yours. Number 23, which is a 5, which is change. So it doesn't mean that you are in that, but it's an activation for you to know that if there's anything in your life you haven't been able to release because you have an attachment to it, that's the message. That's the message. Okay. And all right. It's probably why I don't have a home right now. I'm not attached to any place, and so I'm just not attached. But also through this year, a lot of us are being, as light workers, being moved to take our light in certain areas. So that's another part of what's happening here. All right, hang on one second. Get back to here so I can see your comments. I want to try and go in some kind of, and forgive me if I'm not getting you in order, but I'm just going to grab what I see here. Hallie Tisdale. And I won't be able to get everyone, but I'm going to do the best I can. And it is starting to get, the sun went down. I'm going to have to figure out some lighting. Oop. Oh, I see a lamp back there. For Hallie Tisdale, 744. This one's for you, my love. Makua Mariana na kia na'a. The language of lights for everyone. Okay. Number 37, Holly. To see with the eyes of the heart is to see beyond all time, space, reality. Feel that. I'm going to say it again. To see with the eyes of the heart is to see beyond all time, space, reality. Remember, the eyes of the heart is the higher consciousness. It's a higher Christ consciousness. It's a higher perspective. It's you seeing beyond the timelines that you've lived on, the timeline you're living on now, seeing beyond all of the realities that you've created. It's about you living in the present moment and in your creation right now. So when you can see with this here, that's seeing from purity. That's seeing from love. And that's why, you know, these are just to physically get you around the earth, but we have this eye. These are our true eyes here. And these are to help you navigate on the earth, if that makes sense. So it was number 37 for you. And 37 is a 1, which is new beginnings. And next year is all new beginnings. On those of us that are light workers on the planet, we have a lot to do next year. We have to hold ourselves in that higher frequency and that higher love, because there's still going to be a lot of crumbling and things that are going to be tried. I'm not going to say anything on here because I could talk about it on my private platform. Again, my private platform, if you want to go on the free level there, there's also teaching platforms there, what I do lives on there all the time. But if you want to go on the free one, it's on my website, which is KeleenaMelnar.com. And then you'll see up on the top, it's Join Keleena's Academy. So there's a free level there because there's things that I'm not going to say on here or on the social media. There's more of a freedom in my private platform. Okay. All right, let's see who is next. Let me see. I'm going to be scrolling through, so if I have skipped you, it's not on purpose. It's just because I have eek. The thing moves, and I just can't keep scrolling backwards. Nakianama. Oh, Richard, thank you. Okay, Awakening Earth's Music is Richard Bowen. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, and I hope that the card was good for you. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here's I see AKA the Mystic. I'm gonna go ahead and grab you a card. Let's see what we get for you. I'm going back and forth between, I just have a little Mac. I don't have the big screens like people can see everything on their screens. So I have to go back and forth. I apologize. And I'm going to have to turn on a light soon. AKA the Mystic. Let's see. For you, what does Mary want to bring for you? What kind of message? Oh, there it goes. It flew. Oh, that one really went flying. Hold on. Let me retrieve it. I posted something today. Oh, in the private community chat. It's a community chat. Ooh, AKA you got 2. Don't you love when they pull 2? You got number 10. That's the first one. Our greatest importance is to see the love of God within thyself, all others, and all things. So that's amazing. I love this because I just came back, as some of you might know, I just did grid work through all 4 corners here in the United States and then the very center. Oh, I'm so sorry. I gotta get this thing down. Here, let me see. Our greatest importance is to see the love of God within thyself, all others, and all things. It's such a deep meaning. Seeing the love of God. I want you to see it with this eye. And I want you to feel it at the same time. Seeing the love of God. Look at yourself in the mirror, because remember that you are a reflection of God. Remember what God is not a man or a woman. God is the energetic creation. God is both feminine and masculine. Okay, it's a balance, because without one, we cannot have the other. So you have to see the love of God within yourself and be in that space and place. And that's when you can see the love of God in all others and all things. And when I was going through the four corners, you know, and I was doing, I'm cosmic shaman, so I do a lot of work on the earth. And also I use the cosmic shaman abilities for the clients as well. But I was talking with some Navajo, and you know, and just having a little chat, and beautiful, beautiful indigenous people on the reservation. And I asked her, I said, you know, when you speak of God, how do you refer to it? And she said, Spirit, Great Spirit. And I said, well, that's what we're here, because they were asking, you know, what my friend and I were doing, and we had someone else remotely helping. And I had said that we're, you know, we're giving back and we're working on the earth, and we honor all things on the earth. That's all life on the earth. And so we need to love ourselves. And as we love ourselves, we have to remember, when we don't love ourselves, we are not loving God. You're not loving God, God is within you. You're not loving Spirit, which they call the Great Spirit. So make sure you fall in love with you. When you find your true, authentic you love yourself so much that, and this is not about vanity, it's loving your authentic divinity within you, loving that God Spirit within you, who you are. What happens? It's easy to love everything and everyone outside of you. That is life, because we are not separate from it. So that's your first one, number 10. And 10 is a 1, new beginnings. So there you go, next year. Because remember, 2026 adds up to a 10, and we break it down to a single number, which is a 1. Your other one is number 12. I'm going to turn on a light. I'm going to take a real quick run. So number 12 for you, aka Mystic, is our right to love another in the essence of the Trinity is of pure form. When thy heart knows the truth of creation's sacred holy vow to one another and in love's highest light. That's a long one. I'll put it up for a minute. Let me see. I will put that up for a minute. Let you see that, and I'm going to run over to the lamp. Whoop. Sorry, we were just having a reflection back here. There we go. That's powerful. Those are powerful words. All right, everybody, forgive me. I'm going to get up and walk to the other side of the table here, and I'm going to get the light on. Eek. Give me a minute. Oh no, doesn't work. Okay, that one doesn't work. A minute. Maybe we can get this one work. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. Okay, yay, we have light. Let there be light. Okay. Again, our right to love another and the essence of the Trinity is of pure form. When thy heart knows the truth of creation's sacred holy vow to one another in love's highest light. So this was such a deep message. I was like, what? But they remind me, so remember, Keleena, exactly what you teach. We are the sons and daughters of God. We are the sons and daughters of, and we carry the Christ essence. So our sacred holy vow is with our Trinity, which is our parents outside of ourselves, also your parents here on the earth. We have a vow that we have taken to support one another through this process. And so our divine creator source, which is of the masculine and feminine, right? And we are the child of God. It creates that Trinity that we are part of. And that's what this means. So that is card number 12, which is a 3, which is Trinity. I didn't make, that's crazy. I didn't pick the numbers. So there you go. All right. So I hope And even if you don't understand the message for yourself, let it sink in, because these are really deep. All right. Very deep messages. Okay, I've got to switch back to YouTube now. Sorry, I don't have somebody else that helps me, so. All right, let's see. I'm going to scroll through and see where it lands. Let me see here. Let's see where it's going to land here. Okay. Tammy Diamonds 9667. All right. We're going to do a card for you. Tammy Diamonds 9667. Mariana Kadurla Nashuta Marana Maki. Oh, hold on. Let me ask if it's one of these. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta go back to the other screen. Tammy Diamonds. Let's see what we've got for you. Okay, they've stopped me. Number 26, which is an 8, which again is the Christed energy. It's the power of the 8. When you turn it sideways, it is infinity, which is Christ, which is what we are. We are infinite beings of light and love. You know how I say at the end of my videos, which is part of my soul essence, the knowing that came online is infinite love, infinite light, infinite life. You have an infinite life. Okay. Number 26 for you. Thou hast not seen thy truth when thou confines thyself in thy head, disconnected from thy sacred heart. Okay, so this goes back to when I talked about in the beginning how Spirit always showed me, and how I teach is that we have our false identity ego, which is how we were brought up under programming by our parents, by people that have raised us, by school, because school conforms you to what you should know. You're so in that world when you go to school, and they only allow you to learn what's in the books rather than allowing you to become who you are, right? And to be who you are. So you've been in that false identity ego, which has been part of reality that everyone will go through for their experience, but then in the awakening, you're like, that's not me. And you find your true self and your true essence. So thou hast not seen thy truth when thou confines thyself in thy head. This means you keep living in the head. You keep living in your thoughts, and which creates judgment and to-do lists and all of those things. It disconnects you from the sacred heart, which is the feminine. Now remember, the divine masculine, yes, that's the pineal. That is that's where the ideas pop in and drop to the heart. That's the feminine, and you create from there, and the artistic expression comes online in all different forms. But if you're disconnected from here, it means you're disconnected from your own divine feminine. And I'm not meaning if you're a woman that you're disconnected from being a woman. It's the divine feminine part of us, that Christed essence. And so that's what has to wake up. So you can take that message, because it can mean something different for you in so many different ways. But honor yourself as that feminine Christ. Honor the Magdalene within you. And yeah, because I don't know your personal story, I can't really give you, exactly what it means for you, but that's the card that you got. And that's where we're going to go. Okay, let me see. I wonder if I can get this on my phone and see it that way. All right. Hello, Vail, Arizona. Okay, Kylie-F3G. All right, we're gonna pull for you. My daughter is Kaylee. So you are Kylie. Kylie F3G. I'm gonna pull for you. Let's see what you're gonna get. Okay, they are stopping me. Kylie, you have card number 4, which is 4 is connected to the angels, but it's also connected to new foundations. It's building new foundations. So strength is received when one awakens to thy truth. How powerful is that? When you find the truth of something, either within yourself, or maybe somebody has been deceiving you or manipulating you in your life in some way, when you find out the truth, it also empowers you. It empowers you to utilize discernment, first of all, but it empowers you to make the next step in your life, to choose from here. When we choose from here for your new creation, for your new direction. So again, strength is received when one awakens to thy truth. And awakening to thy truth is you even having your awakening. And remember, as you're awakening, you're going through layers, releasing layers of programming. And each time you release another layer, more comes forth, and there's more truth that you're like diving into within yourself. More truth comes up and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Or, oh, I thought it was this. But it's the deeper, deeper, deeper you go to purify. Which is happening this 2025 year, that strength really comes up. So that's an amazing card, amazing card. So I hope that was good for you, Kylie. Okay, let me scroll. I'm just gonna let it stop. We'll see where it lands. Okay. Amy Davis, T1J. Amy Davis, T1J. Let's see what we've got for you. Maula, mala, uki, ala ula, nishako ula sete, orochi, maamaka. Okay, the light language is for everyone when it comes through. So I just cleared it, just felt a clearing. Oof. Okay, let's see. Oh, you've got number 44. That came up for someone else. Again, here we go. And this is the card, that's the number of the angels. So, and 44 makes 8, which is the Christ essence. For thou that fear Mary Magdalene the Christ, fear the true powers of the divine feminine and thy sacred heart. Our sacred heart, whether you're a man or a woman, is so powerful. And especially when you open it. And for men, when you open your sacred hearts, it opens that balance that's being restored. This is what's happening on the earth for everyone. We have to remember who we are. We have to remember that that is within us. That is our essence. That is in our DNA and our cell memories. And so here we go. For thou that fear Mary Magdalene the Christ. And you know they feared her. And that's why they demoralized her and lied. And that took all women this way. That's why the feminine is rising, and it's rising within everyone, not just women, but men too. The men have to come into the understanding that you are of the feminine energy as well, that you are of the feminine Christ as well. And without the two, and without knowing that and coming and bringing that into balance, we remain lopsided. So there you go. That was for Amy Davis. Yeah? T1, what? T1J. Okay, there you go. All right, let's see who's next. I'm gonna just move it and see where it ends up. John U519V. Love, peace, joy, and happiness, he says. All right, John, let's see what we get for you, my love. Tomorrow I have Women's Mastery on my private academy. Oh, I'm so high after that. That's the frequency work that I do. Part of the Christed feminine work. Yeah, I have Women's Mastery, and that mastery class tomorrow is on, we're mastering the unspoken language. That is a paid portal, so that's not the free one. Everyone is invited to join the free portal though. I've created a community space where you can join. Okay, number 12. I think someone else had this. John, this one's for you. Number 12, which is a 3, which is Trinity. A right to love another, and the essence of the Trinity is of pure form when thy heart knows the truth of creation's sacred holy vow to one another in love's highest light. I will put it up here so that you can actually, maybe you want to take a screenshot. Let me see if we can get it to focus. Because if you screenshot, if you're on your phones and it was for you, or even if it's not for you, but if you feel activating something in you or you're having an aha moment, these cards are just so like, they're so deep. They're so deep. So remember what I said, the Trinity is our divine creator source, the two, and us that creates a Trinity. And then when we're here on the earth, our Trinity is with our human parents. So it keeps going and it creates the triangles. If you ever, I can't remember that sacred geometry, what it's called with all the triangulation. Oh, I can't remember. Okay, John, that was for you. So it's look at and see where in your life it's applicable and what it means for you. All right, I'm going to fly this through here and we're going to see. Oh. Angie Duffin, 4726. Angie Duffin, 4726. Whoop, there it goes. You just got like pulled. Okay, we've got 2. All right, Angie, you have got number 25, first of all. This is such a powerful card for everyone. I actually posted this way back in 2020 when I first got the downloads of this because I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do with these. Listen to this, everyone. Just close your eyes and listen because this is so powerful. I had to read it a few times. All right, I'm going to set it here and read it. For no soul may hold their false light over another in forms of taxation, lies, control, dictatorship, deceit, manipulation, corruption, ill repute, forms of spells, dark magic, contracts certifying birth, that go against thy divine will of any child of God, seen and unseen. For all have the right to freedom, to live in love as thou so shalt choose, as God's sovereign beings. This is so on point for the times we are in right now. I'm getting goddess bumps after just reading that. I'm covered in goddess bumps. I'm going to show that to you. Again, the cards are on Amazon. Again, it took me 5 years to actually get them into form, 5.5 years. And so I'm very thankful for those that helped me. Claire Lewis, the editor, and a good friend I've done grid work with. And also my friend Julie Andrade has helped with some of the things on the Amazon, helping with that. Claire set that up. Julie's been helping some. And then also the people that, that's powerful. Mary Angelico, who painted the Magdalene image for me. She actually painted that before I even created these. It was for me, for myself, of my essence. And then also Sophia Bruno, who took the picture of me that's in the book where it's my Magdalene energy. So that is very, it's a powerful card. Hold on one second. Can't remember who that was for. Was that for Angie Duffin? I think it might have been for Angie. So if you don't understand this card, if any of you are having a hard time with what's happening on the planet now, how they're trying to implement digital ID, remember, if you've got that little star on your driver's license, go get it revoked and get a regular one, because that's digital ID. If you don't know that, go and tell them I rescind this and I want a regular license. Otherwise, you've just given your life away. I know a lot of people don't know that. That's here in the United States. I know they're fighting it in England right now. So That's what this is about. And this came out in 2020 when she gave me this. The part that says contract certifying birth, we don't have to be certified that we're here in birth. What they're doing is they're sharing you on the stock market illegally. Go do your research and find out what that's about. And that's what that is. I didn't know what that was until it came through, and I started looking myself, and I found someone who talks about it. So that's how you're being used on this planet in so many different ways. So maybe you're struggling in this whole thing that's happening on the planet, and that was a message for you. We are here to go above and beyond that, because we are God's sovereign beings, and we have a right to be here as God's sovereign beings in freedom. Sovereignty is freedom. And the whole thing happening on the planet is them trying to take the freedom away from humans. And that's not why light workers are here. Light workers, you came in to change that. And it doesn't change if you're going to fall into the entrapment of conformity and just flow along with it. It doesn't work that way. Okay, your other one is number 20. Love, wisdom, and power is the song of God within thy sacred heart. When one recognizes their power as the power of love in truth, grace, and inner wisdom. That is amazing. Oh, I got goosebumps with this one too. I get activated when I read these. This is about, go within your inner wisdom, follow your truth, in grace. Cosmic grace. Be in your truth, because the power of love is truth. Okay. So Sophia Bruno took the photo. Oh, it's on the back of here. I think a lot of you have probably seen it. I posted it before, where she captured you can see in the back behind me. This is my Magdalene essence. You can't see it that clear on here. Let me see. But you can see it right back here, how you, just like Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, Mother Mary, and so many others have this behind them. They have that. That's mine. She literally, within seconds, there was another person there when she took the picture, and they were like, oh, look at this. We looked at it on the camera and we're like, whoa. So that's why this picture is on here, because we all have that. It's not out of ego. I get so many people saying, why are you an ego? I'm not. I'm sharing my experience so that you know that you are this too, that you have this too, and you have the abilities. And that's how I teach. And that's how Spirit said you will teach in this lifetime. And so how else can you teach if you're not experiencing it? All right, so I hope that was okay for you. Let me go ahead here and see what we've got. All right, let's go. I'm just jumping around on here just so everybody knows. I'm just wherever the thing's landing. Barbara Galloway, 736. I would love a card. Okay, they're stopping me already. Barbara Galloway, number 16. Our love for one another is through the Sacred Heart and an elevated bliss of our Mother, Father, God's divine love within us. If you close your eyes and feel that, everyone just close your eyes. I'm going to read it again. Number 16 is a 7. 7 is higher spirituality. 7 is part of awakening as well. And 7 is spiritual teacher. That's my life path. Our love for one another is through the Sacred Heart in an elevated bliss of our Mother, Father, God's divine love within us. I mean, I just expanded when I read that. Feel that. So it's basically, remember what I said, the masculine, the divine masculine is through here, drops down to the divine feminine. This is the Father, this is the Mother. Why do they do that in the church? They say the Father, the Son, but it's the Father, the Mother, and the Holy Christ child, which is you. Surprise! And without the two, we cannot have the child. So, what a profound card. I mean, everything that has come in these cards, I actually have a whole nother, because it was 111 of them that were downloaded. So this is only 50 of them. I tried to take the ones that were most powerful for now. I'm trying to get it to focus for you. Please focus. Well, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna thank you for the donations that are coming in. That's very nice of all of you. Okay. If you did a donation, I will make sure that I get you. I just don't know how to work this out. Let me see if I go. I don't want. I'll have to go back and forth YouTube to my Zoom. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Let me go on here. Why isn't it moving? See, this is, I can't work this thing. It's not moving. So I have to keep going back to my phone. All right, there we go. Now it's moving. Okay, let me see. April Marshall, 6245. Oh, April used to be a client a while back. Yep, I will pull you a card. Okay. I think if it's the same April Marshall, I think you also went through I do Sisters of the Rose, which is all downloaded through me, and activating the Sisters of the Rose memories of the priestess path within women from these lifetimes. It's an event that I do. It's not something I ever read. It's not something that no one told me about it. It all came online when I'm a walk-in. So when I walked into this body, this highest version of the self came in. All of this stuff came online of all these things I used to do. There goes my goddess bumps again. Look at that. Oh, I don't have my other screen here. Okay, this is on delay. All right, so anyways, that is something I do. I haven't done it for the last year and a half just because I've been going through body stuff and I wasn't able to do it, but I will be doing it for 2026. I have to start getting all the venues ready. All right, number 42 for you, April, is a 6, and 6 is love. To live in compassion is to free oneself of the judgment of the false ego mind. And I've talked about this before. We have the false ego out here, not the divine mind. This is the false ego mind. So to live in compassion, which comes from here, is to free oneself of the judgment of the false ego. Because remember that false ego, there's so much judgment on this planet constantly. And I just saw another thing today that really bothered me, is this woman saying that, I don't even want to repeat what she said, but it was against the indigenous and how there's too many of them on the planet. And I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Is that woman a robot? Does she have a heart? Does she have a soul? I'm so sorry. I went into deep contemplation, had to go on the earth and just release all of that. The part of me within myself that has so much love, it felt like I was stabbed. We've all been indigenous. We've been here in the beginning, and that person was definitely living from their false identity, ego, that programmed self that demeans people. So she's definitely not in her Christ essence, especially her Magdalene Christ essence. But anyways, I said prayer for all the indigenous on the earth after I went through that, because I worked with so many of them, and it just makes me want to cry. So I'm not going to get into that right now. So anyways, April, that was for you, 42. To live in compassion is to free oneself of the judgment of the false ego mind. And that is the trap that everybody gets in when they are programmed. When you awaken, you come out of that and you know the truth, and you feel the truth, and you live in the truth. And love is truth, and truth is love. All right, so there we go. All right, let me see here. Hold on one second. Oh, there's a little thingy on the side I can move. Don't forget to say where you're from. What is that? I don't know what that, I don't know what the little crowns are. I'm so sorry. I don't know that stuff. Oh, is the crown a donation? Is that what that is? I don't know what those are. If someone could tell me, because I never, I'm not sure. Someone tell me please in the bottom there so I can understand what that is so I can go and make sure I get these people. I think that's donations. All the little things that have crowns on them. Hello, Tennessee and Melbourne, Australia. Somebody let me know if those are donations. Because like I said, I don't have anything set up for them for it to go somewhere, so I'll have to figure that out. But I'm so technical. A contributor rating. Okay, so it's not necessarily a donation. Okay. Okay, thank you. I see the ones that have donations, but I was like, are those donations too? Okay. All right, here we go. Let me see. Darina 25. All right, let me see. I don't believe I've gotten you yet. Let's get one for you. Whoop! Yours flew out. All right. Darina 25. You have number 6, which 6 is the number of love. And I have to keep switching back between platforms. Honor and respect and love the partner you reflect in God's grace, for they are the kingdom of love as you are. So what does that mean? Honor and respect and love the partner you reflect in God's grace, for they are the kingdom of love as you are. So if you have a partner in life, this is the reflection. They want you to honor and respect this partner, for they are the kingdom of love as you are. So again, remember how I talk about reflection? I do this in my sessions. I talk about it in all my videos. The person that you reflect, it can even be, if you don't have a partner in life, it could be a best friend, it could be a pet, because remember, pets can trigger you too. But what it is the reflection. Honor and respect that reflection, because a lot of times the partner is just reflecting back to you something that you need to see within yourself that you need to heal. And we do that in love, and that's so wild. Number 6 is love. So there you go. Okay. That was, I think, Darina 25. All right. Let me see. So I'm just pulling cards for you, everyone. I'm not actually doing readings. I'm just pulling cards. Readings are actually healing sessions. You would have to actually sign up for those. And I am actually sold out through the year. So you do have the opportunity to sign up on my new private community on my website. There is a free community where I post stuff there. And the cards, again, the cards are on Amazon. I'm going to try and figure out how to put them on sale. Because there's some people that wanted to actually buy like 3-4 decks because they want to give them out for Christmas gifts. So I was like, okay, let me figure that out. I'm going to get the girls to help me because I just don't understand that stuff. Okay. Okay, we have at I.Jansen1210. All right, I'm going to pull you a card, my love. Okay, okay, woof. Number 48, which is 12, which is a 3, which is Trinity. Life is our gift, and love is our remembrance of home. I love that one. Remember that life is a gift, okay? It is, no matter what's going on in your life, it is a gift. And love is our remembrance of home. Where's home? Home is here. Home is this. Home is spirit. Home is our divine Christ essence. It is our God, Goddess self. Home is source. That's home. So life is our gift, and love is our remembrance of home. Because where did you come from? You came from love. So that is your powerful message. For whatever reason that you needed that today, there you go. I don't know what some people are writing on here, but it's nothing I'm talking about. So if there's anything on here that seems, just let it go, everybody. If there's people writing anything on here, like if they're bots or anything, just disregard it. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Let's not have these, so please don't do any fighting back and forth on my thing. This is a high frequency channel, high frequency love tribe. I just don't like that stuff. It really, I will delete the stuff. I will go back and delete it later. Okay. It's nice to have your opinions, but now is not the time. Kalu amala aki. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Mason City, Iowa. Hello, Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, so as soon as I said, hello, Mason City, Iowa, card flipped. So that's Kimberly Kinseth. I'm going to pull a card for you. Number 1, it says, my true voice shall be heard through the women of this world. Once again, for I am and thou art too, Mary Magdalene. I'm pretty sure I pulled that one earlier for everyone. Remember that the Christ of Magdalene essence is within every single person on this planet. It is in our DNA. It is in our cell memories. You just have to be activated. And number 1 is next year. That is the 1 year. So there you go. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull a couple more and then I'm probably going to go because I'm starving. Sorry, I'm looking down at the phone. Linda CB25. Linda CB25. Let's see what we're going to get for you, my love. The price on the Magdalene cards on Amazon is 33 because 33 is actually Mary Magdalene's number. And that's why the price, plus the amount of money that I had to pay, it'll be a couple years before I get my investment back. They have to sell. But 33 is the master number, and she is the feminine Christ master. And so that's the price that I made them. And let me tell you, it was a lot of work to do all of this. And it's not, you know, I emptied my bank account to make these. I'm like, they have to reach humanity. So what can you do? That's why I'm living in Airbnbs. Number 28 for you. Linda CB25. It's number 28, which is a 1, again, which is next year. It is thy that are the keepers of the divine knowledge that becomes hidden when one chooses to flee from thy sacred heart. So that's very powerful. Again, it's a message. When you leave your sacred heart, you also leave your own divine wisdom. We're here to dive in and find the truth within ourselves. It's our inner wisdom. So it is thy that are the keepers of the divine knowledge. We are keepers of this. It's in our DNA. In this lifetime, you're becoming the best version of yourself you've ever been. And with that, all of that divinity, all of that knowledge, that inner wisdom comes online for you to tap into. Plus, we tap into the quantum, which is where I get the information that I channel many times. And also the information I got on the 24th chromosome years ago. And now I have a lot of friends that are actually getting information on the 24th chromosome now too. That's when your multidimensionality comes online. So, okay. Powerful message. Powerful message. There you go. Let me put it up here one more time. I don't know if I did. I can't remember. I'm so hungry. Camera focus. Sorry, I'm not so good at the technology part of it. Okay. There already is Awakening Earth's Music's asking for light language healing for ascension symptoms. There is all my YouTube videos have that actually. Every video has different light language for all the ascension symptoms for each month. There is the one video that's a high frequency Aquarian age song. It's like a 2-minute thing. You can listen to that over and over. Okay. Victoria 0111 1 4 ones. You began reading the manuscript. Oh, I didn't know there was a manuscript. I don't read anything, just so everybody knows. I only download my own information and I have my own cell memories. I also have my memory of being on that Christ timeline. You just got the same #1 card that flew out. And literally I flipped right over. Here we go. My true voice shall be heard through the women of this world once again. For I am, and thou art too, Mary Magdalene. And also with this, I want to say is not one person can claim to be this person. Okay, it's an essence. It is the Christed essence. It is a consciousness. It is just like everything is conscious, like Gaia. She is this big essence. She is this big consciousness, and she's created herself into form as a earth, and that's what we all are. So there you go. #1, new beginnings next year. Okay. Wee. Lindsay Bowman 5713. If you didn't watch the whole thing, go back and watch, because there's stuff in the beginning that's I talked about that's important. Again, the cards are on Amazon because it's the only place that I can ship them from. I don't own anywhere to hold all these cards, and to do the shipping myself, it's not possible. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Number 30 for you. Lindsay Bowman, 5713. Number 30, 3 is Trinity. For what one seeks is thou that one has become as 2, and that hath borne 3. The Trinity that always remains 1. All right, this is very deep. This is one of the deep cards when she downloaded these through me. I was like, what? I admit that I was like, wait, what? I really had to go deep to understand these. Let me put it up here, see if it will focus. Oh, come on, focus, please. Hello, camera, focus. Archangel Michael, can you just please sort this out? Somebody sort this out. There we go. For what one seeks is thou that one has become as 2. For what one seeks is thou that one has become as 2, and that hath borne 3. The Trinity that always remains as 1. This is deep. Remember, we come from the one divine creator. You are created as both the feminine and masculine Christed energy. You will always be that of the Trinity. So I hope that makes sense. It goes deeper. I mean, you can actually apply this in your own life in different ways. That's what these cards are so crazy. But they activate you at the cell level when you start to I'm getting goddess bumps right now. They activate you to have cell memories awakened. That was the whole purpose of these. I don't know if I'll create another deck with the other 50 or what I'm going to do with those. But yeah, so I also want to just read something out of the book here that Mary actually said to me just one sentence. What was said was, in the divine moment with her husband Yeshua, and she showed me and he showed me together that they both were married, that in their way and how they were married. In the divine moment with her husband Yeshua, Mary Magdalene ignited the 7 gates of heaven for her beloved, and he ignited the same in return. So for those of you that don't understand that, what is, that's the 7 chakras. And that's one of the things that, like, when I stand in front of certain people, all of a sudden they feel all their chakras ignite and open, and they're like, what just happened? It's because when we live at a high frequency and have purification and pure heart, we have that ability to do that. They ignited each other in that way. It had nothing to do with being intimate. They just stood across from each other, which is actually called white tantra. There's no intimacy being happened in the physical. And also when you do the white tantra, you can stand across from that person. You can also feel where they might have something within their body that and their chakra that might feel dense, and that you bring forth that. And there, the reflection stuff is white tantra as well. And that's a lot of the stuff that I do in my healing sessions. So that was a very powerful message. In the divine moment with her husband Yeshua, Mary Magdalene ignited the 7 gates of heaven for her beloved, and he ignited the same in return. That's the 7 gates of heaven, your chakras. Okay? And I know they have the 7 scrolls or something that the church has been hiding for whatever. It's 7 chakras. So they can't hide anything for anybody anymore. I have nothing against churches. A lot of people need them wherever they're at in their process. But I laugh at how they didn't want to share these things with people. And hiding things from the world, to me, is just, we're here as masters on this planet, and you're mastering another part of yourself. You are all masters, and you're here for mastery. And understanding that you are a master does not separate you from a master that's off the planet. You're here mastering yourself, and you're mastering who you truly are with your authentic self. The 24th chromosome, there is a post on my, if you're not following me, make sure you click the subscribe-y thingy, but when you click it, click the all button. There's like a little bell, then click the all, and you can actually receive the posts that I put on here. Because I wrote about the 24th chromosome. It's posted on here. It's also posted in my private academy on the free level, the community level as well. Yeah, I see someone's reading those books. I'm not allowed to read them because of the perspective. When people write, they come in from a perspective. And so I have to stay in my own perspective. And I think that those books will help people for where they're at. And then they go deeper within themselves, opening things, which is beautiful. So, okay. For those that got cards, you are welcome. I see a lot of you are saying, thank you. All right, this will be the last one. Someone said crowns are super chats when people send donation and it pops up as they have contributed to other platforms as well. Wait, does that mean that they donated on this one? I'm still confused. Okay, somebody's just finished doing Christine R 2979. Did energy work today? Okay. A lot of emotions. We'll take a card. Hold on. Hold on. Spirit is talking to me. If you could just give me a second here, everybody. All right. All right. I'm getting really high. I want everyone to know also that from 12/12 to 12/21 I will be holding a private webinar where you will have to pay for the webinar. It'll probably be $33. But from 12/12 to 12/11, I'm going to be doing a daily live because it's a very powerful time in preparation for the the new year that's coming. So you'll want to see everyone. I'm not sure if I'm doing it on YouTube or if I'm doing it on the private community thing. I haven't made that decision yet. I will let you know. I will post it on the YouTube platform here on the post. There's a section that has post. I will post it there. I will also be in my newsletter. If you don't get my newsletter, the newsletter is completely different than anything else because I've downloaded channeling. I write the different channeling that's coming every month. So that's on my website as well. You can sign up for my newsletter. I don't spam people, not like that. You don't get a newsletter notice from me every 2 days. I can't stand that. I would never do that to anyone. I'm like, oh, and I end up deleting. I just like unsubscribe from, and I don't actually get people's newsletters. I get, you know, when you buy something, all of a sudden you start getting these spams. It's like, oh. So I don't want people to feel that. All right, so Christine R2979, you've got number 21, which is a 3, which is Trinity. We got a lot of these 3s today. For God is the power of love within all souls. All shall know the power of love is thy only power, that God beholds in the oneness of all that is. So feel that in you. This is to activate you at the cell level. I will put this up here and see if it will. There you go. There you go. And see Mary Magdalene's initials are here, and also bink. That is the symbol that I've seen on a lot of my scrolls. I actually wrote scrolls in amethyst, like tablets, that I actually in deep meditation way back in 2014 or 15 saw these scrolls. And I had the stamp on them, just like this on the bottom. And so I wear, this is what I wear. You can see it right in the middle there. That's why I have the cards like that. But that's part of her signature, the Magdalene signature. All right, that's a powerful card. So Christine, I hope that's good for you. Let me just fly through here. La la ola, la amo ola ki fasha onaka. You have 4 donations, 2 of me and 2 of Richard. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you both. And I pull cards for you both, so thank you so much. All right, I'm going to take one more. You know what, I'm going to go up here and do it because my neck hurts when I have to look down. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can get this thing to move. Oh. Oh. Okay, Cletus Hollandseed 6677. I don't know if I said that right, Cletus, but I know the first name, so we got that. All right, Cletus. Let's get a card for you. Cletus, please. All right, Mary, what message for Cletus, our brother Cletus, please? Okay. Let's go ahead here and show you, Cletus, what you've got. You've got number 16, which is a 7. I think this came up for someone else. 7 is higher spirituality. It's also a spiritual teacher. Our love for one another is through the Sacred Heart and an elevated bliss of our Mother, Father, God's divine love within us. All right, and I know I explained this before. There you go. Because somebody else had this, so I explained it before, so you probably would have heard the explanation. Remember, when we align and drop in the heart, we are aligning through divine masculine, divine mind, and our divine sacred heart, igniting our sacred voice, our Christed child voice. We are sons and daughters of the one divine creator source, God, Goddess. Everybody has different names. Well, I don't judge whatever people wish to call the source from which we came. So that's that. So I hope that's good for you, Cletus. And for whatever reason that you needed that. Again, I am so sorry. I'm switching back and forth here. Maybe one day. Spirit told me that I was going to be gifted land with little homes on it. And that was back in 2014. I'm like, I'm still waiting. I'm living out of suitcases right now. It's not fun. You know, I'm grateful that I have a bed. I'm grateful that I have a warm place to be. I really am. But one day. Okay. Okay, you've already got one. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. We're going to take this person at AUSM Waves. At AUSM Waves. We're going to give you a card. AUSM Waves. And people always wonder why I laugh so much. Like my human design, it shows that I'm here to be as the Christ-like child, to live that way. And it's in my human design. It's part of my like main things to live and be like the child, because that's actually your true God essence. That's actually the truth. And we're always in bliss and we're happy and we're in love. And so I always laugh because the truth is we're in a simulation. So don't stop being who you are, and don't stop laughing. It's so, when people say like horrible things like, oh, she's laughing because she's fake, or oh, she's nervous laughing. It's not true. That's who I am. That's my bliss. And I love to laugh because it's high vibration, it's high frequency. So make sure you laugh. That's why the people that are comedians live till they're 110. Because they're always laughing. Okay, AUSM Waves. Wait, hold on one second. They told me to keep going. AUSM Waves. Let's go. AUSM Waves. Oh, there it goes. All right, yours is totally flipped over and flew out. Number 36, which is a 9, which is this year. This is the ending year, the year of balance, to come into your divinity, your divine self, balancing the Christ of feminine masculine within you, but all the things in your life that you have to purify, all the things that you have to release, to let go, to become into simplicity. It's such a powerful, important year this year. And so here's your card, number 36. For thou shalt not judge another, for thee are only condemning thyself. Okay. Number 36. I have to go right here because I block the light and then it like focuses, I think. For thou shalt not judge another, for thee are only condemning thyself. This is so important for everyone who's always judging someone else. Remember, it's the reflection. You're judging someone else for something they said you don't like, or how they are, or how they act. Just like I just said, how those people are always like saying things about me that aren't true. But that's just where they are in their process. And from a higher perspective, I see that, and you let that go. But when you're judging someone else, you're only judging something that you don't like about yourself. So please remember that. So however that is for you, however that message needed to come through for you, I think it was AUSM something. I'm got to go back to, uh-oh, where did the, oh, there it is. AUSM waves, that was for you. All right. Okay. And the last one. Flora, I think I did it. MM at EMTENAN 4966. This is the last one. Unless there was someone who did a donation that I didn't see. Okay. All right, EMT, this is for you. Wait, my hair's stuck in the, hold on. Sorry about that. It's getting stuck in there. There we go. Whoop. Yours flew out. Okay, let me grab it. Come here. Oh, you've got two. All right. Hopefully I remember who this was for because I moved the chat thing. You've got number 27, so you've got a 9 too, which is this year. May all sovereign beings know thyself. Oh, this is what I say all the time. May all sovereign beings know thyself, love thyself, to be thyself in the grace of all that is. It's very important. This is what I said when I was on Emilio's show. It's so important to know thyself. Because when you know thyself, that's when you love yourself. Remember who you are. And that way you can be yourself. You are this, remember? You are source. You are here in this physical form. You are spirit. Love yourself. Know that deep inside and all of those layers that you're releasing, that's who you are. You are love. You came from love. You are love. And you no doubt will always be love. So love thyself to be thyself. But you got to know yourself first. Okay? That's number 27. So it's a very powerful, powerful card and message. You also have number 29, which is number 11. And today is the 29th, and that will be the ending card. Because that makes 11, 11. I've been seeing 11, 11, 11, and 11, 11, 11, 11. I've been seeing those numbers all year because it's actually a 1 year for me personally. And it's personal 1 year. It's been crazy. So here's your second one. Thou that seek assistance to find themselves shall be given the key, returning to freedom through thy sacred heart. I'm going to say this again, and I want all of you to apply this to you because it's the number 29 card. It is the 29th today. It is an 11-11-11 day. I wrote about that in my private community. I think I also put it on the chat here. Thou that seek assistance to find themselves, that's when you're waking up, shall be given the key, returning to freedom through thy sacred heart. Remember, when you wake up and you're seeking assistance, you're given the key. You are the key. You are the key. You just have to unlock the door and open up and remember who you are. And you can, again, you can apply this in so many different ways. Okay? So I hope that those messages from the cards, that everybody enjoyed them. Again, they're on Amazon. They I think they were finally available in September. I just haven't had time because I've been traveling so much, doing grid work on the earth, on the ley lines, doing all this stuff for the earth, for humanity and everything, that I've put everything aside for my own self and for, you know, I'm sorry for those of you who've been waiting, but there you go. These are the cards. Again, they were downloaded to me 5.5 years ago. They're finally here, and they're very powerful. They are Mary's words, and she calls them the declaration. She calls them her declarations, the declarations of Mary Magdalene. So that's them. That is them. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, you can either pick up a deck. Again, you can join my free community that's on through my website, the Cosmic Academy. We're all cosmic, just so you know. I know y'all know. There's people that don't like when I say that, but we came from there. We didn't just pop out of Gaia's belly. I always think about it. I see like little funny little videos in my head when I say those things, like little projected cartoons. That's why I always laugh. I make myself laugh, the things that I see. I see some pretty ugly things too, so don't laugh at those. All right, Marakulia, Mianakina, Nakarasna, Satokura, Nahakamana, Ma'aui, Hashu'ala. This is the Pleiades symbol. You have the 7 sisters, so you have the 6 other sisters, Alcyone in the middle, which is part of Trinity. This is the feminine inverted triangle. This is masculine. That is balance. Nakula alamaki, nashuta a. Nanyatula Mariana Amoria. Amaya Aki. Many blessings. Infinite love, infinite light, infinite life. Maya Kita, Maya Art. All right. I love you. Thank you for coming on and listening. I hope that you please share this so others can receive the messages. I know I've been teaching a lot of this stuff for years, but there's a lot of people just awakening. And I do appreciate all of you. I'm sending you so much love and happiness. And don't forget, 12/12, I'm going to be starting it's a shift with the Trinity. Okay, that's coming. And I'm so high right now. There's a bunch of codes coming down. And we're going to do the 12 days. So 12/12 through, and I got this download, and I even mentioned it on my 11/11 webinar. If you didn't do that one, it's available on my website. It doesn't have to do 11/11. It's the work we did in that portal. It's really powerful. But the day I mentioned it, we had a discussion thing that is not on the replay or the purchased one. But I said I would be doing something from 12/12 to 12/21. 12/21 will be a paid webinar, but the days that are before it will all be free. Okay, that is my gift to humanity. And so maybe I will see you here. I will decide whether I'm going to do it on YouTube or I'm going to do it in the Cosmic Academy on the community chat. We will find out. I will tune into it. I will let you know. But I think if I can reach more people through YouTube. I'm so high. Gaia's starting to send stuff through me too, so I'm getting I'm getting stuff from Solaris, the sun, and Gaia at the same time. All right, I love you. Many blessings, everyone. I will see you soon.